Hello and welcome to some more super cinematic Oblivion with DADDYKAT aka CAMARO. Me and Martin just arrived here at Anvil, and I think last time we traveled from Kavach. And yeah, we are investigating the rumor of some prophet incident. You're up for that?
Unless you need something, let's continue on to Waynon Priory.
Well,
to
yes,
Waynon Priory then.
He's alright. He's alright. But we gotta have his anger issues looked after. He was a bit how to say it, loose. A loose cannon. Anyways.
Go ahead. Read any good books lately? I've been trying to get through.
So this is a dock area, I see. Nice painting.
Astia Inventius, wife of the woodsman Pinnerus Inventius. Always out hunting. Anything to avoid doing a little work around the house.
Don't you know the type?
Well, if you don't mind scruffy sailors smelling like bilge, it's a lovely town. The men are all the same, drunk and shiftless.
You got something against
I still
someone.
can't believe what happened at the chapel. Travaia, Leralthia, Domania, all dead.
Right.
Be seeing you.
I'm sure some guy wronged her. The Flowing Bowl. Interesting name for an inn.
Welcome to the Flowing Bowl. I'm Mainlawn. My twin's name is Cainlawn. How to tell us apart? I'm in brown, he's in blue. Simple, really.
I think their parents gave up on naming the second child. Let's just switch a letter around and call it that.
A terrible crime. Everyone in the chapel murdered. Who could have done such a thing, and why?
Right, so he doesn't know anything about the chapel attack either. What can you tell us about Anvil?
The Count went missing about 10 years ago. No one knows what happened to him. Lady Milona rules County Anvil. Her ladyship has no intention of remarrying. Liked her first Count well enough, I guess, and doesn't fancy a replacement.
Maybe she did kill the first Count. Anyways, can you tell us some rumors?
The Fighters Guild is recruiting again. Not a bad way to make some money, if you've got the stones for it.
Actually,
Goodbye.
I don't think that's how
how do
you
you
ask
know?
for rumors.
They say that
like
when you
specifically
murder someone,
asking for
the
rumors.
Dark Brotherhood comes to you in your sleep. It's how they recruit new members. No, come on. Indeed. Heard any news from the other provinces? Nothing I'd like to talk about. Take care. Good day. How goes it? Not bad. I understand the Fighters Guild is
Just
hiring new
eavesdropping.
members.
Anyways, nothing going on here.
I'm a Solden, mate. Not that it's any of your business.
What can you tell us about Anvil?
Why don't you just walk around and look for yourself? You need someone to explain everything to you?
Yes.
Bye.
What's your story? Everybody's talking about the prophet. After the attack on the chapel, people are inclined to believe almost anything.
Have pity on an old
Yeah.
war veteran. One more coin, and I can get a pair of shoes.
Have a coin, beggar.
Thank you, kind sir.
I don't know what to think about the attack on the chapel. Things seem to go from bad to worse, don't they? Sure. Go down to the chapel and you can't miss him. He'll be the one outside, ranting at passers-by.
Alright.
Blessings of stuff.
Do you need
Like to
something?
talk about.
That's
Timothy
a fancy
LaRouche,
beard.
late of the Black Dog, able seaman. I'll be staying ashore till my stash runs out, then it's off to sea once more.
He looks a bit young, though.
I've gone aground in ports all over the Abyssinian Sea, and Anvil's far from the worst. Got a forecastle for my hammock, and Mirabelle to keep it warm.
Who's Mirabelle? Anyways.
Take
Farewell.
care. May the wind be on your back.
Talk to this guy.
I'm Newheim, Anvil Harbor Master. I'm responsible for all harbor traffic, docks, duties, and fees in Anvil Harbor.
He does look a bit thick-headed, though.
I'd like to get my hands on the cowards that did that. I'm even thinking of joining the Prophet's Holy Crusade. Traffic through Anvil Harbor comes mostly in exotic, high-profit goods, easy to transport by road or Mages Guild couriers to eastern markets. If you're looking to learn a bit about potion making, you should speak to Phelan Relas at the Mages Guild. Sure, the guy down by the chapel. He's the one calling for some holy knight to return. Maybe we could use a few more holy knights these days.
Interesting. Well,
Bye.
I'm definitely gonna check out the
Do you
chapel
want something from me?
at some point.
Well met.
Weird name. Let's check out the castle. See if there's anyone home. You know, kinda playing tourist right now. Lovely garden. Oh, it's a bit dark in here. I like how the chair is offset. But even though the count is dead, I presume then couldn't you just move it? I guess it's out of respect.
I'm Verilorn, Anvil's castle mage. Perhaps you've heard of my work on magical resistances.
No, I don't believe I have.
Our gracious countess funds my research. I ward tame rats with resistance spells, then shower them with elemental attacks.
Possibly animal cruelty right there.
I don't know where he came from. Just appeared outside the chapel a day or so after the attacks. Been there ever since.
Anyways, couldn't care
Bye.
less about rats. Would be a different thing if it was, you know, Kashids.
Well met.
What can this guard tell me?
Welcome to Anvil. If you need a guard, just look around. That's why things are so peaceful here. Just look around. And there's a town guard. Prevents all sorts of misunderstandings.
Huh.
Hey, you're the one they call the hero of Kvatch, aren't you? The one that closed the Oblivion Gate and saved the city.
Yes, that is true. It's crazy how fast news travels in Oblivion.
By the time we got there, it was too late. We have no idea how they got in or out without any of our patrols seeing them. What are you looking for?
Tell me about some landmarks.
The docks, harbor, lighthouse, and castle are outside the walls to the south. Inside the walls, the chapel is in the east, the residences in the west, and the guilds in between.
Right.
Good
Let's
day.
maybe just head to the chapel then.
Anytime now.
Is the sun going down? I think it was the middle of the day, just some seconds ago. Like, how do I see that? Okay, it is actually going down soon.
Hear me, O people of Cyrodiil! The blood of the Bella's slaughtered acolytes cries out for vengeance. Vengeance! Who will take up this holy crusade? Pelinal Whitestrake once struck down the enemies of man and God. Who will now reclaim his relics and fight again for the true faith?
What do you think, Martin?
I am Cyrodiil Come. He
Sounds
said,
like
old Riemann,
Martin is
born
absorbing
from the
this.
earth that is Alesh, and yet he would scorn this country now. Repent, I say. Repent! There are law masters among you, heads so heavy with learning that you cannot raise your eyes to the heavens to see the truth there written. So, another one who has come to listen to the madman's ranting.
Oh shit, he's self-aware.
This is only the beginning. Umaril has returned as foretold by Pelinal Whitestrake in his dying breath.
Who is Pelinal Whitestrake?
Does no one remember the old tales? Saint Pelinal, the divine crusader of legend, Alicia's companion when she overthrew the rule of the Aelids 3,000 years ago. Pelinal, with the aid of the gods, fought the Aeliad sorcerer King Umaril and slew him. But Umaril's spirit survived, and he has now returned.
Umaril, who's that?
Umaril the Unfeathered, the sorcerer king of the Aelids, who ruled over this land for long ages before the rise of men. He was cast down by Pelinal Whitestrake, but Umaril's spirit survived, and now he has returned to seek vengeance upon the gods.
Kind of afraid of asking him any more questions, since you'll just get even more mad. Just tell me who attacked the chapel.
Do you understand nothing?
See?
The blood speaks. I can read the ancient runes if you cannot. As uibala umarale el nada rakuva. In the Aeliad tongue, by the eternal power of Umaril, the mortal gods shall be cast down.
I am so confused.
A curse upon Umaril's ancient foes, and a threat.
So, how do we stop Umaril?
Alas, Umaril cannot be stopped. Not without the aid of the gods, not without the Crusaders' relics. Without a champion, the gods are powerless to act. But who among us is worthy to wield the divine Crusaders' weaponry?
I will quest for the relics.
You would quest for the holy panoply of Pelinal Whitestrake? The legendary relics that have been sought by mighty warriors throughout the ages?
Yes.
Are you a worthy knight?
Fuck. He knows. Well. Yes, I am the hero of Kavach.
Well then, hail, hero of Kavach! Let me add one more voice to the never-ending chorus of praise. I'm sure one of your many devotees will be able to guide you on your way to find the Crusaders' relics. Are you a worthy knight?
Clearly he's not easily impressed. No, I have no claim to fame.
A humble heart is a good starting point. The gods will decide if you are worthy to seek the relics.
How can I find the relics?
The gods grant insight to those they deem worthy, Why and how they act is not predictable. What I can tell you is that, traditionally, knights who wished to quest for the relics would walk the Pilgrim's Way. Travel to the way shrines of the 9 divines. Pray to each of the gods in turn, and ask their favor upon your quest. If the gods deem you worthy, you will be granted a sign. Go forth with the 9's blessings.
All right.
Walking the Pilgrim's Way is the traditional start of a holy quest. Follow the map I gave you, visit the way shrines of the 9, pray, and wait for a sign. May the...
Let's check out that map. Way shrines map. Alright, so we are right here in Anvil. That's Kavach and that's Skingrad, and that's where we started this whole quest. Right over here somewhere. Okay, so I see it's quite spread out. If you wish to repent of your sins and rededicate your life to the gods, pray at the way shrines of the 9. May the 9 hear your prayers and look upon you with tender loving kindness. Okay. Guess we'll keep that in mind whenever we're traveling.
8 and 1. Guide
yeah?
your steps.
Let's check out the local inn. You know, that's the classical place you go if you're in the business of catching some news or tips or whatever. I mean, before we leave Anvil, we should at least visit the inn. Check it out. I guess there was several inns, but I think this is the main one, the Count's Arms. Huh.
Tidings, citizen. What's
Evening.
Hey.
I'm Arvina Thelis. They call me the Rat Lady on account of all my pet rats.
Oh, yeah, that's interesting. Pet rats.
You can't imagine the fuss some people make. My rats are no problem for anyone.
Right, so there was a guy who was experimenting on rats, and she has a lot of rats. Are they like related?
I understand the Fighters Guild is hiring new members. Not bad work for some folks.
I think she's avoiding the topic. Might be onto something
too.
here.
Well, at least they're slow and not too bright.
Jesson Sextius, singer, composer, and storyteller extraordinaire. Glad to meet you.
Damn. Alright.
I'm currently employed at the Count's Arms, but I'm working on a piece I hope will gain me the patronage of a certain countess.
Woohoo. Well, good
Goodbye.
luck.
Good day.
I heard she's single.
Hello, I am Velwyn Benaris. If you're in the market, I'm selling a manor house right now for a very good price.
Sleek hair you got.
Have you heard about Kavach? They say that Daedra came from Oblivion and burned the whole city to the ground. Yes, I'm selling my grandfather's house, Benaris Manor. If you're interested, I could let you have it for a modest sum.
What's
I have
modest?
to sell it soon, as I have pressing matters elsewhere. You're welcome to take a look at it. It is located across the street from the chapel. Once you buy, you get the key to the front door and the deed of ownership. That's the deal. Would you like to buy it now?
Holy shit, 5,000. Not right now.
Well, I'll be here every day from noon until midnight. Let me know if you change your mind.
Right. There was an update where spirits have lease. I've met Velvin Benaris. He has a manor house for sale here in Anvil. I should question him further to see how much he wants for it. But I already did that.
That manor is still for sale if you're interested. If you want to buy Benaris Manor, it's still available for a modest price. No questions asked, please. Interested? Hey, you don't even have enough money. Stop wasting my time and come back when you do.
Alright.
I'm Wilbur, owner and proprietor of the Count's Arms. We make beds and food available to guests. Can I help you?
What does he know?
I heard that Velwyn Benaros is trying to sell off Benaros Manor. Hopefully the new owners will clean that eyesore up.
Damn, he's right over there next to you.
You should listen to him preach. He may sound crazy at first, but the longer you listen, the more sense he makes. A local gentleman has been looking to sell his manor. A bit run down, but a magnificent place, and priced to move. The manor belongs to Velwyn Benaros. He's the one to speak to. Buildings here look different. Why? This is the Gold Coast style, like in Hammerfell. Eastern towns look gray and dull to me.
Alright. Don't need a
Take
bed
care.
just yet. Cliffs there. Bogan's house.
Dock is free. What do you want?
What's the latest?
Oh,
The Fighters Guild is recruiting again. Not a bad way to make some money, if you've got the stones for it.
You don't say. What do you want?
what can you tell me about Anvil?
Sorry, I'm new in town. Don't know a soul.
Really?
The prophet speaks true. This is the start of something terrible. I can feel it in my bones.
Alright, that wasn't
Talk to
very
her.
helpful.
She seems to have all the answers.
Hello there.
Okay. Hey,
How would you like to get my husband Gogan out of hot water?
sure. What has he done?
Believe me, he'll need all the help he can get to worm his way out of this one. To think he'd fall for the gang's scheme. Ugh, I could kill him.
Oh shit.
I'm sorry. I'm rambling, and you look confused.
Yep.
Let me explain.
Feel like we are getting roped into something now.
The women in the gang use their wiles to lure men out to some remote location and rob them blind. It's been going on for some time now. The city guard hasn't done very much about it because, frankly, the men who are robbed are so embarrassed they don't want to report it. Take, for example, that good-for-nothing husband of mine, Gogan. He cared more about their charms than my own.
What is this gang?
When Gogan was, with the women, they took something quite valuable from him. No, it's not what you're thinking. He was carrying a precious family heirloom with him when he was lured out to their lair. It was a small ring given to him on our wedding day. The ring belonged to my mother and has been in the family for generations. I'm willing to give you all the money I have to get it back. 100 gold. Can you help us?
Well, 100 gold does sound like we could use 100 gold. Yes, I'll help you.
Thank you. I'm afraid I can't offer you much help, but I'll do what I can.
Alright, tell me more then.
All I can tell you is that the best place to start is at the Flowing Bowl. It's a tavern located outside the city walls near the waterfront. Gogan may be able to give you more information beyond that.
Alright.
The Flowing Bowl attracts the worst Anvil has to offer. Always be on your guard.
Where did Gogan go? Hey, Gogan.
What do you want?
Tell us more about this gang.
See, my wife couldn't keep a big mouth shut.
Oh,
Yes, it's true. I lost the family ring to those sirens. I'm ashamed about the whole incident, but not ashamed enough to ask for your help. I was sitting in the Flowing Bowl when the most fetching Nord woman you've ever seen walked in with an equally attractive Imperial woman following.
hey, we've been there, right?
After we exchanged words, I followed them out to a farmhouse. Inside, they asked me to remove my clothes and items. Well, I did. And then suddenly they brandished weapons and robbed me. They sent me away with barely a stitch of clothing. Harlots. Just please, help me get that ring back. I want to save what's left of my marriage.
Well, how can we refuse this guy? I mean, gotta help him, right? Let's check out the quest log. After speaking to Gogan, I learned that there are at least 2 gang members, an Imperial and a Nord. They lure men to a remote location, trick them into removing their clothes and equipment, and then ambush them while they are defenseless. I think at this point I have enough information to pay a visit to the Flowing Bowl. Alright, let's do that.
How could I resist? What a mess I've got myself.
Flowing Bowl was at the harbor. Yeah, it's right over here. Right here.
Evening. Well met. I don't know if I can help you, but I'll try.
How goes it?
Hello?
I haven't seen you here before. Ah, and you're all alone, too.
That's almost too
sad.
easy.
Well, if you're up to it, I think we can solve that little problem. You see, me and Faustina here are lonely, too. And we've been looking for someone. You look like just what we need. I'll tell you what. We have a cozy farmhouse not far from here where we could, well, get to know each other much, much better. I'll mark it down on your map just so you won't forget where to find us. Meet us there around 11 o'clock.
Oh, wait.
I can
didn't
promise
agree
you
to
a
this.
night of fun you won't soon forget.
A night of fun?
Do I really have to spell it out for you? You're a man, and I'm a woman with a certain desire. You figure out the rest.
Greetings.
Something I can do for you?
Can't wait to see you later. Don't keep us waiting. Hope you're not planning to get much sleep.
Help. What is this? Well, I sort of know what to expect.
Good to see
well, we do know what
I
to
just can't
expect,
sleep.
but
I lie down and close my eyes, but I can't stop thinking about it.
I think it's understandable
Hello.
why they would be successful at their little scheme.
What is it?
Especially if you're not
Today's your lucky
a
day.
hero
So let's hear it.
like me,
A
and
good man who honors the nine
is used
may
to
visit
totally
the way
used to
shrines
this kind of
Akatosh
attention.
for blessings of speed and magic.
Yes. Just a farmhouse just outside Anvil in the settlement named Gweden. Alright, so it's not
Good
too
to
far
see you.
away.
Everyone's talking about the hero of Kavash.
Have you heard any
Should I
word?
head there immediately? I guess I could.
Head on.
Yes. I mean, we wouldn't want to stand up on our little date here. Wouldn't want to disappoint these nice ladies. Ah, yes. Yeah, we're at least going the right direction. And so, the bootless kitty ran straight for the pussy. You know, cat. It's all in a, you know, we're doing a good deed here. We are just helping out a guy who screwed up, and we're just helping him get his heirloom ring, whatever. Probably a ring. I can't remember if he said a ring. In my head, it's a ring. Like what else? You know, necklace maybe. All right, Gweden Farm. I've arrived at Gweden, or how you say it. I'll need to wait until around 11 in the evening to go inside and find out what Faustina and Signy have in store for me. Well, that's in 1.5 hour in-game time. Guess I could just... The door's locked and no one seems to be home. Alright. Guess I could just, you know, wait around outside. Don't want to miss it. I'll check the surroundings. Seems like a smart idea. Maybe there's like another way inside. That would be cool. Like through the chimney. Like the big fat guy in a red suit. It's 2 chimneys. Holy shit. Seems a bit excessive for one little small hut. Unless they're doing something in there. Well, we don't know yet. Oh shit. you Martin. I'm not sure if you were invited, you know, Martin. But I guess they won't mind. I mean, they are a handful, I suppose. I'm assuming too much right now. This kitty isn't used to this to being not assaulted yet, I hope. Not used to handling, shall we say, people being this forward and direct with him. Alright, so just a little more. Just I see something moving out there. We can hunt. Great. Ah, come on. There we go. I lost my touch. It's been a couple of days since I played Oblivion. I'm the worst hunter. Oh, for fuck's sake. You know, a cat is supposed to hunt with the claws anyways. Found Smokehold Cavern. Well, it's a very descriptive name, I will give it that. But, oh, where did it go? Again, I'm the worst hunter. Okay, there are multiple of them. Okay, it's 11. I should head back actually. Now I'll be late. Like, not only am I the worst hunter, I'm also the, I don't know, worst date. Should never be late on a date. Never. Always apologize if you do. Not just a date, for any appointment really. It's rude, but especially this. It's Martin. Come on, Martin, you don't want to miss this. Alright. I think we're ready for this. No?
I see you took us up on our offer. Good. I'm glad to see you. Signy will be along shortly. I'm sure we can find something to do while we wait. Now, we can't have you standing there all uncomfortable in all those clothes. Why don't you take everything off and place it there on the table?
Kinda sucks that I can't choose something else, but I'm afraid not.
What? What are you talking about? Don't you want to have fun? Come on, don't be shy. Or are you here for something else?
I'm here for Gognan's ring.
Damn, I knew it. You're working for the city guard, aren't you? I didn't think they would be stupid enough to send someone alone. But so be it. I should have known after I fenced that stupid ring and discovered it was a fake. Worthless. All part of the guard's plan, I suppose. Okay, girls. We got someone who doesn't want to cooperate.
Oh shit. Martin, relax, Martin. I swear, he likes this too much. It's
Why won't
Holy shit, Martin. Martin, I love you. After entering the farmhouse, I encountered Faustina, who tried to entice me to remove my weapons and armor and clothing and place them aside. Knowing this was a ruse, I refused. She yelled out and the rest of the gang entered the room fully armed and ready for battle. I had no choice but to kill them. Well, I would like to believe that there was a possibility of maybe resolving this in a less violent manner, but so be it.
You look upset that we deceived.
We had a feeling you'd be surprised when you saw us in our real uniforms. I see you have a puzzled look on your face.
Well,
ask away.
Well, now I am surprised. Alright, spill the beans.
Gogan and I are really members of the Anvil City Watch. I suppose you could say we work undercover. We've been trying to foil Faustina's gang for months now. Every time we tried to interview a man who was lured there, they refused to talk. The women in the gang picked married men to seduce for just that reason. It was decided the only way to stop this gang was to send in a stranger. You fit the bill perfectly. It's a shame it had to end in so much violence. But someone was bound to get hurt sooner or later.
Mm-hmm. What about Faustina?
We'll clean up the mess. Don't concern yourself about it. I'm sure you had no choice. If you ever find yourself back in Anvil, stop by any time and say hello. Oh, and please say nothing to anyone about our true identities. You've done well, and here's the reward that I promised.
Nice.
Everyone's saying there's trouble at Kvatch. The whole town destroyed. Only a few survivors. Don't spend all the money from the reward in one place.
Little busy right now. Got your mess to clean up.
Alright. Well, they have gold on them, so that's nice. Ooh, what's this? Wit Splinter. Blade one-handed. Not too much damage, but it's worth a lot. Take it. And there was a third one, right? Oh shit, now we over-encumbered. Well, we can drop this guy. Yep. That certainly helped. Where's the... Where is the third one? We just get a torch. Torch. Alright.
Got a lot to do here. We can talk later in Anvil.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, can't talk right now.
Oh, there's a basement here. Okay, I kind of get the feeling there's a lot to check out here, so I'll cut this episode right here and then check out the next one to see what happens as I go through the stuff down here in the basement. See you.